Hi and welcome back to Cut the Craggle. Today we're going to be taking a look at this, the Chewbacca Buildable figure. I've collected a few of these Star Wars figures, but really only the droids or armoured characters. Those are the ones that seem to translate best to this format, so initially I had dismissed the Chewie figure. But the image on the front of the box won me over, and I was super excited when I got him from my girlfriend for Christmas. Let's take a look inside. And here is our favourite Wookiee all built up. And yep, he looks pretty epic. They did a great job with this one. Review over. I'm kidding. Let's take a closer look. If I just move his arms out of the way. Stay. One of the things I spotted on the box straight away is how they have made Chewie's bandolier here. This is a rubber strap in dark brown that I've not seen before. Maybe it's from the Technic range, but the charge packs are just simple 1x1 clips. Really effective, really nice, and really simple. Possibly my favourite part of the entire figure is the moulded headpiece. The texturing of the fur is simplified, but fits with the style, and is really effective in capturing the look of Chewie. And I also like the combination of reddish brown and medium nugget. The one criticism of this is, despite being on a versatile ball joint, you don't get a lot of articulation with Chewie's head. These shoulder pieces might be partially to blame, though they are essential in beefing up his build, but also just the design of the beard area prevents any real sort of movement there. Now if I move him side on and get his bowcaster like this, there is a little piece on the top there, and all you do is push down on that to fire the missile. Despite the restriction with Chewbacca's head, the rest of him has a decent amount of articulation. You just have to be patient with his legs, which have a tendency to just move out from under him. On the side here you have his satchel, which I was surprised to discover when building him is the super chest piece from other buildable figures. Yep, Chewie uses the chest of mere mortals as a man bag. I like the large size of his feet, although the claws look a little strange. These are actually just a recolouring of the feet that was used on the General Grievous figure, still my personal fave of the series. If we take a closer look at his bowcaster, I think they did a pretty good job of recreating Chewie's signature weapon with the parts and techniques available to them. The whole thing is built around a spring-loaded missile launcher, and I like the shaping they've created with the Technic corners. Not perfect, but I think it's recognisable. As with the majority of these figures, for me the worst part is the back, where not only is more of the Technic-based skeleton easily visible, but the decision to use the exact same torso piece as the front, albeit without printing, means that until you get to the headpiece, this could quite easily be mistaken for his front. There are other areas where the figure falls short a bit, like the inside of his arms here. It's unlikely that you'd want to pose him in this position, but any stance where the insides of his arms are visible gives you a hideous exposure of his inner workings. I'm not sure how they could get around that, as having coverings on his inside would just make almost any articulation impossible, but it does strengthen the case for more variety of colours for the Technic and buildable figure pieces. These pieces on the side here are also an odd attempt at trying to beef up Chewie's midriff, leaving a glaring space here. The printed elements across Chewie's arms, legs and chest are really well done, and they do a lot to help sell the illusion of fur. His headpiece is one of the best we've seen from the series, and looks great from pretty much every angle. It's probably unfair to pick apart the various little bits and pieces of this figure, as really it's meant to be taken as a whole. You almost have to take a step back to appreciate it, and that's fine. The organic life forms never seem suited for this format. Because of that, I had already written this off, but the image on the box did surprise me, and I'm pleased to say, having now got my hands on and built this fella, this Chewbacca is excellent. What do you guys think of Chewie? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Laters.